Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Knowles Tarot. Welcome to your weekly reading. Hope you guys are feeling pretty good, feeling all right, eating well, drinking water. Let's see. For this week's reading, we're going to be doing a Celtic cross spread. So, but sort of, I've morphed it up around the years because I had trouble understanding it, so I sort of just morphed it around the best way I could understand the spread. But I'll go through it with you in a second. We're going to go looking at you, like an overall energy of what you got going on. Hopefully we can get you some advice with this general situation. This is a collective message, so it's going to be, there's multiple people that this could resonate for, multiple messages that come through, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Whatever does, just try to focus on it, see how that might help you, something like that. Anyways, we're going to be looking at the spread with the Prism Oracle to start off with. Underneath you got balance. Pretty. So we'll start this off with the Prism Oracle to get the overall energy. And then I think we'll clarify with the Light Seers Tarot. I got a little mini version of the deck right here. A little teeny tiny version. It's not super tiny, but on a Six of Cups at the bottom. Memories. That's all I got from it so far. It was pretty simple. I don't know why. So memories and balance. Determination comes out. I like it. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get started. Oh my god, I'm so lame. Every time I do it, I get to it, I forget to do it. So for any returning visitors, or for anyone else, or for everyone in general, thank you for being here so much. For any returning new visitors, thank you so much for being here. I hope you stay. And for any returning visitors, the pick a card for the commenter. I still did not put those names into a hat like I was supposed to. I jumped right in because I was like, oh no, it's for losing light. It's gonna be too late. But then, anyways, I'll try to find a way to make it up to you. So I'll pick maybe 2 commenters in the next video, based off of last week's video and the week prior to it, if that makes sense. So the people who've already commented, I'll put your names to the hat, and the people who comment on this video, I'll put your names in the hat for the next video as well. I'll try to put it in one video, so that'll help. I'm sorry about that, guys. Anyways, let's get into your reading. So anyways, yeah, the guidelines with that is like, leave a comment on, just like leave a comment and like the video if you want to. That might help as well. And then at the end of the video, I usually pick a commenter and I'll just pull the card for you to give you some extra advice. And yeah, that's it. Let's go ahead and get into your reading. Energy has come out a bunch, so something that's bringing energy. Let's go ahead and get into your spread. What we're going to be looking at is like 9 cards real quick. It's going to be like a spot for you, like who you are, what you represent, and then crowning your thoughts, so things that are like on your mind. And then below that will be like the root, where the situation is coming from, what's important to know about like the root of the situation. And then we'll look at the past and the future, so like what's going on with you in the recent past, where you're going in the near future. And then in the middle of that, we'll look at the conflicts that you might be going through. And then on the other side, we're going to be looking at the immediate environment surrounding you. So like influences around you, the outside environment, what that looks like outside of you. So like not energy that's you, but just energy that's outside of you, but it might be influencing you. Below that will be some advice, just on the situation as a whole. And then at the very bottom will be the potential outcome of this overall. The future, the difference between the future and the overall is like the future is more so like near future, where you can expect like, coming forward like next hour, next day, next week. It's more so near future. But the overall outcome is like the message to learn, the overall outcome of it all, in a sense. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, we'll keep going. Let's see what we got for you guys. Because now I got flow at the bottom of the deck, and now I've got it falling out. So that's really interesting. What's that about? If I shuffle and it comes out again, I'm not gonna scream because that would be weird in the car. But I feel like I am gonna burp. I don't know what that's about. So early on. Okay. For the collective, who they are currently, and not the mystery. So who you are currently, mystery. And it's funny because returning visitors, you know what this card has done to us. It's come out so many times. Just tell us that it's a mystery. Not to explain what the mystery is ever, but just to tell us. Okay, so you and your current are being represented by the mystery, which means you could be in a mystery right now. You could be in a situation where you don't know like the sunlight of it, you don't know like where it's leading to you, but you are still charging forward through the mystery. The mystery card also gives Scorpio energy, so you could be a Scorpio, or you could know a Scorpio that's important to you. I'm gonna start trying to name astrology more so because that does help. I always forget it. But the moon's here also, so maybe Cancer energy as well. There's some of that balance energy. You see how like the pictures like has that divided in that line? It's just interesting because we had that balance energy in the beginning. So this could feel imbalanced to you because it's still like a very imbalanced picture. So you could be in an imbalanced feeling, an imbalanced place. What's at the bottom? Illumination. Yeah, you're looking for illumination. So you may not have any illumination on the situation at hand, but you're still charging through the mystery. So let's see what's going on your mind. What's on your mind in the crowning position? Crowning. What's that? Oh, protection. Okay, so you're thinking about protection. You're thinking about how protected you are in this state. You might be. I feel looking at like religious or faith-based systems. But the lock is here. I'm looking at the lock here now. It's like it's joined. It's like intertwined like hands are. For some reason, it just looks like the locks are holding hands to me. For some reason, I don't know. So maybe a spouse you feel protected by, or a spouse is protecting you. Maybe not feeling protected by a spouse. But this is protection. At the bottom is peace. So maybe you do feel protected by someone that you're with. Maybe with protection here, it's like maybe it's like you're solidifying your relationship or securing it. With peace here, what's the mystery about? Protection. You're thinking about protection. You're thinking about. This is a black card. So it's like there's still that mysterious energy of not being able to see. So maybe it's like in a situation you may not be able to see the fruits of your labor, the fullness of this relationship. You may not be able to fully see that you're being protected, but you still, for some reason, you're either thinking about it, maybe you're wondering if you're protected by like those close to you. Yeah, so maybe reevaluating protection, it feels like. Because I'm not getting it one way or the other where it's like you feel protected or you don't. It's like you're like evaluating it. You're like, this person holding my hand, can I trust them or can I not? Especially with that mystery. Okay. That's like peace is here too, and underneath peace is passion. All these P words. I can't even think right now what that number is, and I don't want to spend too much time thinking. If K is 2, K L-O-M-N-O-P, is that 7? That would be a 7. So the number 7. I can't think of why that's important, but the number 7. Moving forward. I hope I got that math right too, because I'm not going back to try it again. That was embarrassing once enough. Alright, let's see. Alrighty, so the root of the situation. So where like what this all comes from. That's crazy. Peace coming out. And what's at the bottom? Flow. Oh, there's a I wouldn't say simple energy, but it's a very consistent energy, I guess, yeah. Where it's like it's definitely talking about peace, flow, like lightheartedness. And as all these lighthearted cards, it's actually quite extremes because you have these dark purple with mystery and the black with protection. So it's very extremes. It's very either feeling very like dark and you don't know what to do, or you're feeling very peaceful, very serene. And it's like you want to bring a balance between all of that. Starting with flow though. But no, actually we're starting with peace because that's where the root of this all starts from. The root of being with peace, it's like the root of this started, maybe it feels like childhood, or if not childhood, just a more peaceful time in your life. And with this bird here, it's like you're able to take flight more. The eyes are closed, so it feels very restful. This is all coming from the dove here, and I'm still getting that religious that religious imagery from the dove there, especially. Or if this is not a dove, I don't know what the fuck animal it is, but you know what I mean. So that animal here, it's giving me more of a religious picture again with that protection. Or was it? So, and there's no religion written anywhere on these cards here, so I'm not trying to like throw it that way. It's just what it feels like. So I have to say it. Rest, peace. It feels like coming from a time where I don't know, you were more you were able to trust people more, so you're able to relax and be more peaceful. And in that you're able to create more, be more calm, zen, you know, like a more like a regular flowing human being. But I don't know, so the situation where this comes from being about peace, it could come from that what I was talking about, or again, I'm feeling that religious aspect, so maybe you come from a religious place where I don't know, your faith was based on relying on someone or something, and so you more so relinquished your power, and so it felt good though because you were able to be peaceful. I don't know, something about that. Because look at how the bird is like a single one, like you rely on this one thing, so like you're sort of like flying on your own in a sense, because you're like relying on something else to bring it in for you, right? In a sense. But look at over here with the mystery now that you're in now. It's like these two buildings, and you've got like in the top of your head you got these two locks. You're thinking a lot differently now than with the root, because the root is like in the past, almost like where you come from, not just the past, but like it's like where everything leads back to. And so it's this piece here, like it's a singular thing. So now it's like your thoughts are even more like they're more expanded. That Sagittarius energy, the season we're in, but at the same time it's like there could be more than one person you're trying to support, but also at the same time it could be like it's like you're not just like with this religious aspect. I'm not trying to dog on the religion, but it's like I'm thinking about it as an archetype on its own. It's like you're not having to rely on a singular thing. You're almost more so relying on yourself as well. So that's extra strength. You can do that now. But there's I don't know what there is about that. The piece there is saying that you're just coming from a very like a doe. I don't say it's like a doe, but it's like a very like a sheep. It's like a very like you come from a place where it's like you are protected by things outside of you, so you're able to have more fun, be more lighthearted. And in that sense, it sheltered you from the world, and now maybe you're going through a lesson of mystery and who to trust and who you can have in your circle, things like that. I don't know. So let's see. I say in your circle. There's a bunch of them. I say in your circle, and there's circles in the protection, in the locks, and then there's a circle in this moon card or in the mystery card, but the buildings are squares, they're rectangular. And it's just interesting because you would be represented maybe as the square because you're the building, you're the object of the picture. And I don't know, maybe if you are with the squares are always energies of like conflict. So it's like maybe, yeah, there's just a lot of conflict going on that you're having to work through. I saw confidence at the bottom, so have confidence through it. Let's keep going. So we're looking in the past. Another P word. Oh, and peace came out too. Another freaking, all these fucking P words. Sorry. Let's see. In the past. Oh. A bunch flying out. But I see space, success, and sweetness. And then they go for the triple S. And they go for the SSS. They go for the SS Tipton. What the fuck? Triple S right there. So success, sweetness, and space. Whatever that means for you. Let's see. In the past. Oh. What flew out? Okay, 2 flew out. I just need 1 spirit. Frustration and success, though. So maybe beating some frustration, accomplishing, being the victory winner in whatever frustration. I don't know what that. I can't delve into that. That's harder to understand for some reason. But the past, just 1 card spirit. Magic. Oh my god, the magic card has been so present. And the magician, it's so quick because if you've been here through any of the readings, it's just crazy because I always talk about the magician energy being the one energy that's like, oh, I'm gonna hide away while I do my stuff. I'm gonna hide away, and then like the magician is never out. The magician is always hiding in the deck. When he pops out, it's like, oh, the magician, holy shit! And the minute I said that, all of a sudden, the magician, well, the magic card comes out a bunch. But then the magician wanted to start popping out from the tarot deck as well. I'm like, all right, bet. Good to see you, magician. You got love. Look at how these energies match each other. That's so pretty. But the past is a purple energy, so, and you're in a purple energy currently with mystery, so maybe your past and your present sort of feel a bit of the same. Cards flying out. Not a bit of the same, but like, even magic's a little bit lighter and mystery is a bit darker. So in your past, maybe you were dealing with a new vision, a new goal, a new dream, looking at the eyeball there, and the moon there too. So maybe just phases, going through processes of changes, growth in your vision, growth in your, because your vision is your first thing, part of your manifestation is how you intake something, because that's the start of transmutation. You intake it, and you do something with it, then you bring it back out to create magic. So the first part of that is the intake. So like whatever you see, you've been working on how to work on like your sight, your perspective, your goals, your visions, your ideas, stuff like that. Okay. Almost not worried, but intrigued. What will be the future energy for the collective coming through? Not the two cards of anxiety and faith. That makes fun. That makes it a little funny actually, because anxiety and faith would be the two that would combat hand in hand. But the future energy for the collective. Oi. Although there's balance coming out again. Maybe that's what's ahead for. And I see, okay, so 3 flew out, and I see anxiety again with happiness and flow. And the 2 that flip out. Well, I'm gonna have to pull this one. They're gonna keep giving 3 at a time. Oh, as I say that, one flips out. Ideation. This one's about a creation. This is the first like interesting color that came out. So we have all these purples and blacks and stuff. It's really dark and such in the piece. And this is like a red. Here's a black of death. Interesting. So ideation, creating something from, because I said you guys are working on your vision. So maybe now you're creating something out of that vision. Before I got here, I was working on a pie. I was following a recipe and stuff. That's pretty cool. I had a vision for a pie, and by the time it was done, it came out correctly. That usually doesn't happen. So, learn how to cook. You can always mess things up. But see, that's the thing. It's like maybe this is what the process you've been going through, like having a vision, doing it like the magician does, and then failing, trying again, that kind of thing. But now it feels like whatever you're creating, it's come out correctly. But you can't see that now because you're in the mystery. But that's okay. That's okay because it is showing you that definitely, like in the near future, there is something. In the near future, yeah, we talked about that. This is more near future. There is something that's being created, and it almost looks like the frustration card too. But this is actually, so the frustration card is like a square going to a circle where that doesn't really fit. But in here, it's like you change your perspective and you find a way to make it fit. You find a way to make something work. Wow, I can't stop burping. I didn't even eat much yet. Alrighty. Oh, and now a bunch of cards want to come out again. Oh my god. The Prism Oracle is funny. Alrighty. So for the collective, what is the collective's current conflict? What are they dealing with? That might be an issue to take a look at overall. There's so much energy here. That's probably why there's so many cards flying out, because the universe is trying to is like, how do we pick one card to talk about all this? Which I understand. I'm so sorry, Spirit. But what would be the current conflict? Oh, hunger. Another circle. We're talking about the circles. The interesting thing about hunger is it came out. It was a good thing for some reading. I can't remember. but I don't know. It was a good thing. Yeah, maybe it's because about expanding and needing to go after what you really want. But hunger here in your conflict is interesting because it does match. Oh, look at that! It does match magic in an interesting way. First of all, purple and yellow are like opposite colors, but when you see here is like a circle that's filled with vision, filled with ideas, filled with like, ooh, you're gonna go make that magic happen. And then there's this where it's like it's just empty. There's nothing. There's no vision. It's just blank space. Um, so maybe in the past there was some magic creating happening, and even look at that. Oh God, they all match each other, and like because ideation has something, and it has a creation coming out of it, but there's nothing here. So maybe it's like, oh damn, oh maybe it's like, oh yeah, maybe it's like, oh damn, I'm doing the magic, but I don't see anything happening. I'm doing the magic, but it's still a mystery. There's nothing coming through this. I'm such a, and I really feel that it's like you feel like you've done so much work. But there's been no like return from it. So maybe it's just you feel like you're hungry for something. At the bottom is ghosts. I don't know why. I would never get much from that card. I don't really understand what it. So whatever that means to you. The only thing I ever get from this card is how much it looks like the guy from the SpongeBob episode, the Hashling Slasher. It wasn't the Hashling Slasher. It was the guy who came in for the job interview and he was wearing the thingy. That's what it always reminds me of. So I don't know. I always say when I think of that, I'm like, are you looking for a job? Is it potentially spooky season? Nosferatu. Are you a fan of that vampire movie series? And it's interesting. Now I'm thinking of now I'm making a connection because vampires. That episode had to do with Nosferatu the vampire, and vampires do deal a lot with the concept of hunger because they drink blood. So I don't know. You could be dealing with vampires around you, energy vampires. Um, Especially being so creative and so powerful. You could be dealing with energy vampires for sure. But you are protected, especially with that being you're crowning your thoughts and stuff. But you're protected by yourself. Like I said, like there's that double energy, where it's like you're not just relying on the universe to save you and protect you. You're not just relying on the prince to come and save you. You're actually finding your way down the building, and then by the time the prince gets there, you can ride off on his horse. It's a two-player game, and that would be like the universe or like whatever your spouse is. Like that's what I mean by the other person. Um, so I don't know. Yeah, that's really cool. With hunger being your conflict, it's okay. It's just I guess it's bringing to notice that like if you are hungry for it, if you are hungry for something, um, if you think that something is not coming for you, it is. Because even in the future, it says there's a creation coming right out of this because you had that vision. That's so cool how it looks. I'll take a picture of the spread probably. But hunger being the conflict is just saying that you may be hungry right now for it. Maybe to fill your time with something productive, to fill that space with something productive. I don't know. That's not the advice section, so we'll just continue forward. It's just important to notice that that's your conflict, because if you're feeling that way, it's like it's just important for it to be noticed, you know. Confidence. That comes out again. So much confidence in this reading. Maybe there's a lot of fear as well. That makes sense. So your immediate environment, things influence you possibly. For the collective. Let's take this easy contact. Oi. Another P word. Pain. Whoa. And illumination. Maybe this is the illumination that might be needed for the mystery. Something about this pain. So your immediate environment has pain. And there's another red card. Wow. And they come exactly like diagonally like the I don't know, it's so hard to explain. Like one's at the top right, the other one's at the bottom left. In these red cards in this whole reading. So I don't know, very interesting. Mirrors maybe this pain mirrors this ideation. Maybe for this creation to come across or to come into this world there is pain also involved. But pain being in the immediate environment, blood on this card, that's really blood dripping from the walls or whatever goo. Could be spooky season when you're watching this, you know what I mean? Like October or something like that. Or November. It's sort of like, it's not really spooky season, November. But pain. And that, again, is number 7. So there's with all these P's and the 7s, I don't know. 7s have to do with like journeys and what you learn and like what you learn and how you teach it, and just like it's not A or B. It's not the fact that you don't know and then you know. It's like the fact in between where it's like you learn it to find out. is the important thing of number sevens to me. So I don't know, pain. Having in your immediate environment, people are learning about pain or learning about different types of pain, and that might be affecting you because you might be sensitive to it, you might be feeling it, and that might cause you to delve into some of your own pains, or at the same time might cause you to be really focused on their pains, and that just might really affect you at the same time. What's at the bottom? Illumination still. Yeah. You could be a light to people, and they might need your light. Energy. Okay, yeah. And so it's like I was talking about that vampire thing. It's like some people are energy vampires, and some people are just like, I don't know, energy exchangers. Like they need your light, and they'll bring you light as well. It's like it's very symbiotic. So it's just with this pain here. It's like people may be going through some pains right now. I wonder what that's about. I guess I'll quickly go through a tarot to see what that's about, because there's nothing specific coming to my mind yet. It's just so much. All I see is pain. It could be physical pain, could be emotional pain, spiritual, mental. So it's just so much going on there. What does that card show me? They look like little hills now. There's a small hill, and then there's a big hill. So it's just like there's something that was hard to get over, and now there's something that's even harder to get over. You see, I'm like looking at it, I'm like, should I show it? It's like when it's hard, like, oh, got over it, whew, and it's like, oh, fuck, what is that? And then you have to get over that one too. So that's, I don't know, that's painful for sure. So let's see. We'll keep moving forward and see what that's all about. Yeah, advice for you in this situation. You know, that card, this card has never talked as much into this reading. This card has been silent. Anxiety. I said, I liked it. I said, anxiety, go ahead. Stay silent. That's okay. Be quiet, anxiety. But apparently no, anxiety wants to show up. Anxiety being your advice, and this color does not match anything in the reading. This color just wanted a bonk. Well, I mean, I guess it is yellow, and so it does actually reflect the hunger, but it's like a green yellow, whereas hunger is like a red yellow. It makes it kind of orangey, you know? I say, you know, I can just put these up. They're both yellow, but look how different they are. So it's literally the same kind of energy as the conflict. So conflict in your advice with hunger, anxiety being your advice. Anxiety. Well, the first thing I feel with that is feel your feelings. Like don't deny any of your feelings. Allow all of them to be valid. You know. And with this card, it's almost like they always feel like the macaroni maze. It's like allow your feelings to exist so that you can learn to work around them. Like don't let any of them disappear, because one day you might end up in one of these mazes that's not of your creating, and you're gonna have to learn how to navigate it. And so first you start with your own feelings. So it's like if you deny any of those lessons, if you try to not work around your feelings, then one day you're gonna end up with a lot of that could reflect your feelings, and you're not gonna be able to know how to navigate it. If that makes sense. I don't know, it's just anxiety. I don't know. It's not running away from your anxiety or running away from your fears, not running away from any pain. It's going through, especially with this mystery card. Like, this card is all about, like, the journey through these buildings to get from the darkness to the light. So it's like you have to go through this. To not shy away from it. But with anxiety, too, what's at the bottom? Space. This is what space feels like by Jake. All his songs, this is what blank feels like. This is what a water bottle feels like. Oh my gosh. I mean, I live for it. Actually, he's a really great songwriter. Really pretty music. I love the piano. Another P word. Does someone have the P? Is this what you're telling me? If you do so, please go do so. What do I see? Anxiety. The last thing I see with anxiety is the letter A. Always hits me. It's the number 1 because it's the very first letter. So with anxiety being the number 1, this is giving number 1 also being in the tarot being the magician. This is giving me more magician energy. So look at him showing up to the reading again. But number 1 in anxiety tells me that being the magician and being with this anxiety, being in this maze, Harry Potter energy, even like being in this maze, using your magic to work through it. number one, like using your magic in a sense, but also like number one, it's like initiation, doing, action. Um, so it's like you are the manifester, you are the creator, you are. It's almost like you are the creator of this anxiety, so you can also be the creator of the hero of it. So it's like the anxiety you have is created not just by you, but it is mostly created by you. So you can do but you also have the skills and ability to work through it. I see success and I see fear. Yeah, there's the fear. There's the fear. I was like, I feel a lot of fear in this reading. Where the fuck is the fear? There it is. But then also there's a success at the underneath as well. So that's very nice. This is the success, if I can speak, is there. Success came up twice in this reading too. So very nice. Alrighty. For overall energy. Let's see. So for the overall lesson that you have to learn, like things, what are you supposed to learn through this? And also just like overall together, what's the outcome of it? Let's see what we got here. Reflected the overall. Oh, creativity. Oh, all the purple cards are now like in a line, like from the first card to the middle card to the last card. It's so freaking crazy. Because the reds are doing it, the yellows are doing it, and even like the top and the bottom are black and white. So like they're like it's sort of synchronizing. It's kind of crazy. It's pretty cool. I'm definitely taking a picture of that for sure. Let's see. Creativity. Oh yeah, this is the little guy I talk about because it looks like the letters O, letter U, and letter T. So it always looks like the word out. And creativity can usually be like a way out of like, depression, a way out of boredom, a way out of, it gets what you're feeling on the inside out of your body. So creativity is cool. So it's like you're finding your way out of something. And even look at how the magic. Oh, what are you finding your way out of? This mystery. Look at all the purple cards. They look so nice together. But you're finding your way out of this mystery through your magic. Very nice. Very nice. I think that's cool. And creativity, that could be any. And yeah, we talked about ideation, which is literally like, this is like almost like the pregnancy, because look at how it's like it's enveloped in the circle, so it's still contained in something. Is the pregnancy, the conception, not just the idea, but still the idea with something in between, with like being like still sort of alive. So like this is almost alive in the near future. This is something that's coming to life, and then the outcome of it overall is that this creation is going to help you find a way out of a lot of things, which is really cool. Oh, look at the bottom. Growth. That's pretty. That's very nice. Excuse me. That's not pretty. That's not nice. Gross. Alrighty. Creativity is really nice there. It's radiating. You're glowing. That's beautiful. You're glowing, sweetie. Alrighty. Looking at six of cups is still down there. We're gonna go ahead and try and breeze through for some clarification with the Light Seers Tarot. I'm failing to remember the name of it. I haven't used it in so long. And it's so small. It's like a freaking like iPhone 3GS in my hand, and I don't know how to shuffle. I'm forgetting. Alright, let's see. Where do I even start? I keep forgetting. This spread is so like long, I always forget where to start. Oh, mystery. So you're currently in a mystery, which feels Six of Cups, but let's see what the mystery is. Oh, wait, not just one card, Spirit, please, my love. Yo necesito uno. Oh my God. I should do because otherwise, look, and they're literally just gonna start spilling. Why do these cards want to talk so much? Let's see. I'm just gonna pull. Hell no to that. So I should just like shuffle real quick, because that would be fair to it. Oh wait. Oh, this deck is like a child for some reason. It's like not cooperating. It like wants to do it to be funny. Oh, it's not. Is anyone watching with children at home currently? It feels like that. It feels like there's like an energy of like children running around me. And that's fun. Oh my God. This deck is very small. Alright, so there's a mystery around you. What's that mystery about? The Ace of Wands. Oh, this would be you lighting yourself up, in that mystery. Why the Ace of Wands comes in. Ace of Wands, I feel like, in my mind right now, just comes after the Ten of Wands. So maybe like a burden. This mystery has been a burden on you. It's still failing to say what the mystery is. It could be something around, because the wands have to do with fire. They have to do with your soul. They have to do with like, life, life energy. So your soul could be like a soulmate or like a with the fire there. I will say twin flame, just for those of you who are following that. Just to be inclusive, even though I have no idea what that's about right now. But it's just it's like a flame. There's a mystery. There's maybe a mystery about a flame, about a lover. And I don't know. This Ace of Wands is helping you really strengthen your intuition within yourself. Those look really pretty together. Let's see, the protection in your mind. Why are you thinking about protection? Why is the mind and your crowning position? Why are we thinking about protection here? The Knight of Cups. So when I said this could be like a spouse, definitely feels like that more so too. But this also feels like protecting your heart and something. I talked about that holding hands thing, so this is really kind of romantic a little bit. So maybe you could be thinking about a boyfriend or girlfriend relationship and a significant other, or even like something romantic as in like a sibling or like that the familial type of love. It feels like as well. It doesn't feel like more so friends unless those friends have become your family, but it doesn't feel like friends at that level. It feels like love on like family or like romantic. You know what I mean? So I just feel like you're thinking about like you're evaluating your relationships, but at the same time you could be thinking about locking it down with someone, but not even just locking it down with someone, just like seeing like how protected and how committed are they to you. There's something else I can't quite feel. Protection, Knight of Cups, movement of emotions, protection. Being protected from the movement of, being protected by strong movements of emotions. Trying to protect yourself from strong movements of emotions. Trying to protect yourself from being moved too much emotionally to where it like rocks your boat. Because I even hear with the Ace of Wands, like maybe if this fire is really getting you through the mystery, it's like this fire is like the only fire that you have. So it's like if you like rock the boat, get it tipped over, and then like the fire goes out, you have nothing to see through this mystery. So you have to make sure like you keep your emotions in check so that you're not like depleting your resources or shooting yourself in the foot in that sense. So let's see. Peace coming through. And why is peace in the root? We have peace in the root situation. What's peace talking about here? The King of Wands. Oh, more wand energy. So Ace of Wands, King of Wands. What I'm noticing here is there's no major arcana yet. So it's like this whole journey that you're going through. Because I talk about major arcana and minor arcana. The difference between them is like the major arcana I think will be the universe coming in to help. The universe putting in their magic, the universe doing what they got to do, working their timing, doing what we can't control, And then the minor arcana and like court cards, stuff like that, will be like us doing it here on Earth physically, like a representation of us actually doing the work. So it's very interesting because there's only been court cards, only been these Ace of Wands cards coming out. So it looks like so far, you and crowning you and the whole root of this, all this so far is really coming from you. The universe has just been sort of like watching you up to this point and seeing how you work through this. But with peace and the King of Wands, this is a really cheesy example, but it's like this is like this like leader who like has the fierce power to in order like to spring on something and kill it in an instant, But it's like you've learned how to be peace. You've learned how to look big and strong, but also be very peaceful on the inside. Maybe having to learn how to be peaceful through maybe this King of Wands feels like at the same time as he feels good, he also feels like he could be like a very what's the word I'm looking for? How to abrasive. Yeah, the abrasive is one of them, but like it looks like he could be a very, what's the word for like overtaking, overpowering, dominating? Yeah, sort of like that. It feels like a very dominating energy, and it feels like you've had to learn how to be peace through that. Um, you've had to learn how to grow and how to it's the same thing as like, how there's black and white sort of like extremes. It's like learning through extremes how to be peaceful by someone who is just completely not peaceful at all. And so maybe you dealt with lessons like that growing up, where it's like you dealt with very non-peaceful people, and it's really strengthened you in your peace. But at the same time, you need someone who matches your energy. I'm even thinking like looking at the cards coming out. We got Knight of Cups and King of Wands. Like they're not very matched energies. Like they're fine on their own. I'm not saying that they're not like one's higher than the other. It's just I wouldn't pair them up really immediately, if that makes sense. Like I don't know. One's like one's like young adult too, and the other one's like a freaking like 40, 50 year old. Like they're not a match. And that's not to say, whatever age you are, I'm not trying to down on your relationship. Love is love. I'm just saying these cards look weird. Anyways, and yeah, let's see. We got in the past, we have magic. Let's see what we got going on in the past with magic. The Five of Swords. Oh, the universe is still testing me with these fives. What's underneath? It's okay. The test is worth it because we got the Six of Wands on the bottom. Very nice. Five of Wands with magic. Or Five of Swords, sorry. So this is something of the mind, of the mental, and that's again, mental deals directly with that eyesight. So yeah, something with the mind and how you're intaking information, but at the same time, looks like the dude has like a bit of a headache. But also at the same time, I don't know, it's just like learning how to transmute things, because the fives always seem to me like like an energy of a band, them having to work together to like balance all their instruments out. So it's like in the past, just going through a struggle where it's like you're creating things, through a lens of like being defeated, of a lens of not working out, not being balanced, not being like good enough for the band, quote unquote, like for the metaphor, but just like you're not like fit to fight, not cut out for this. And it's like, and that's, since you saw it like that, that's how you would create, and those creations would come out like very half-hearted, like the fives, very half-hearted, very half-assed, and not like to be judgeful, but like to say that it came out that way because that's how you were intaking it. But so just working on that with the mind and the mental, and learning how to really work on your magic, which is nice. The Ace of Swords flew out to say yes, that's correct. So and that says like, if you've wondered if your magic's been working, if it's been improving, if you've been doing well with like seeing yourself in a better light, it's been working. Yeah, that's good. That's good. And that Ace of Swords is what comes in and brings that 5 to a 6. So that's nice. That feels balanced, like you wanted. So let's see. Ideation in the future, that creation, that pregnancy. I say as a car rolls up. So that's like very new energy. Let's see. Ideation. Oh, it's one today. Oh, the Three of Swords. What the flip? With the Three of Pentacles as well. So the cards are not lying. The threes are here. And threes are about birth, like the Empress. So whatever you're birthing, oh my god. The Three of Pentacles is helping you build a community. The Seven of Cups. The Ten of Cups, okay, so it's like the 3, 7s, and 10s. Something important about 3, 7, and 10. Birth is 3. 7 is the journey, what you learn. And 10 is the completion. So what you birthed something, what you've learned about it, the info you've gathered, and then completing it, starting a new cycle. 3 steps there, the number 3. Ideation and 3 of Swords. Oh my gosh. You're creating something through your heartbreak, but like whatever you're creating is going to be so beautiful. With the Three of Pentacles here, like it brings everyone together. But it's like whatever you're doing, it's like you're putting something back together. There's pain here. I see that very much so for sure. it's just so interesting. Three of Swords. You could be creating a stronger connection to you yourself in your heart and your mind, and that's really impactful. It may sound boring, it may sound cheesy to be like, oh, you're creating a very nice relationship with your mind and yourself, but like the cool thing about it is that you're actually able to create like, what's the thing? What would I say? The words here. It's like you're able. It's like you're able to. It's like you know when you strengthen a relationship with someone, or like it's like you get married or you have a baby. It's like those things that really strengthen a relationship with someone. It's like imagine doing that with yourself, like the feelings you get, the overwhelmingness, like the way that life changes, the way it like completely transforms. It's like this is you and your mind and your heart, and still no major arcana. This is you, your mind, and your heart really strengthening your bond with yourself. And like imagine just like those feelings being placed with yourself. It's like you're marrying yourself, you're giving birth to something with yourself. It's so very important to like revel, or not revel, but like to sit in that, like the way the Empress does, to sit in that creation and really love yourself for what it is. I don't know. The three of swords here is so painful. I know it's in the in the near future. You just might have a bit of a reminder of the pain, or at the same time, it just might be a little bit of pain. But what this pain is it's a key, it's a signal. It's to let you know that there's also going to be a beautiful creation coming through as well. So let's see. The conflict is hunger. Hunger. Why is that with the I see there's the Ten of Pentacles. Hunger for a family, hunger for a connection, hunger for the hunger to complete the cycle, and this is the Earth as well. So this is like Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Earth. There's another circle. Look at all these. That's really cool to fill that out. Really, maybe to fill out your family tree. Maybe you want to learn more about your ancestry, and you can't, or you want to create a family, and it's like it seems hard to, or you want to create a cohesive family. You want to complete something, make something feel complete within your family, or make something feel complete within your community, or within just like an important group of yours. And it just doesn't feel like you can never make that complete. It can never really fill out correctly. It never really works. Things don't really mesh out always. Like there's always like, even when something good goes wrong, even when something good happens, something wrong goes. Even when something good happens, something wrong immediately happens. And it's like, so you can never get it right. And that feels like a conflict. So like it's like you're hungry for this at this point. It's like not to the point where it's like, oh, I could go for a light nosh. I could. Oh, 10%. Oh, number 10 shows up again. That's funny. Wow. So, yeah, the number 10 completing and starting a new thing. I don't know. It's like you can never, yeah. It feels stunted a bit. Oh, that's a really tough conflict. I'm sorry about that. But I mean, the hunger is there. I don't know, the hunger. And again, the hunger, I said that hunger is, well, I said that something here is a signal, it's a key, that pain that you feel. Oh, the Three of Swords, the pain and hunger, that makes a lot of sense. Okay. Well, I should see that. Okay. I feel dumb now, but anyways. So the pain that you may feel from this hunger, like the thing that you want to create, the thing that you have the vision for, the pain you may feel, it's really funny because hunger pains are a signal to let us know to eat. Obviously, it's like one of those simple signals we have, but it's very scientific. It's very interesting. You know, the body rumbles and it pains you. It's like it hurts you, but it lets you know, hey, this is what I need right now. So it's interesting to note that I feel like this hunger, this conflict that we're looking at, this trigger that you're looking at, this painful thing that you're feeling, it's like, oh fuck, it hurts so bad, but maybe at the same time it's also like something to point you in like the direction that you're supposed to be looking at, point you in the direction of what's going to help you create the best thing. So it's like, it's actually like it's a blessing in disguise, but it's still a very fucked up, painful thing. So I'm so sorry about that. But definitely it's a very beautiful blessing also as well. That I don't know if you see it quite yet. The Four of Cups, yeah, it doesn't. No, I don't know. I literally said I don't know if you see it quite yet, and at the bottom, the Four of Cups is there. And notoriously, the Four of Cups is like a card of someone who just doesn't see the offering. So like, it's not that you're not seeing it because you don't want to or whatnot. It's just you're not seeing it because with the Four of Cups, number four, it's like you're just like, it just feels like a stale punch. It's like so. It's like I don't know how to explain that. But what it feels like with you is just you're just like maybe bored, depressed. You're not looking elsewhere. You're. It's not that you're fine. You're here. It's just you're stable where you are. Excuse me. And even if you're not stable, it's just like you're there. So why try to rock the boat? Which is an example I've heard a bunch of. I don't know why. If you're physically boating, please don't rock it. Let's see. All right. So let's see. Pain in the immediate environment. The influences around you. We got the King of Pentacles. Pain with the King of Pentacles. What is that about? And dead ass. No major arcana. That's freaky. I'm not gonna keep talking about it, but it's just interesting. Even in the underlying, hey, I major arcana. That's interesting. So the pain. So yeah, you really. It's like you're doing this on your own a bit with all this minor arcana and court cards. You're doing this on a bit on your own on this earthly realm. You know, like you're really having to put in the work physically. King of Pentacles says that for sure. That's earth. That's physical work. But with the pain and the King of Pentacles, it feels like the pain that the experience has brought people. Like if this is your immediate, if this is your environment, if this is the influences around you, it's like people have had experiences through life and they've grown through it. Like the way the King of Pentacles has like wisdom and grown, and has had experiences, has lived, has done things, has spent the time, the money, the resources. It's like people have done that and they've experienced pain through it. And so it's like maybe they are seeing you, they're reflecting through you, or it's like at the same time it's like, I don't know. It's cool. These cards even like match the ready dark red energy. So and dark red is like a really cool, like I don't know, I can't think of where, like I know there's like red rooms like photographers use. But dark red's like a really dark, like, it's like a really dark color, but it is still light. So I don't know what that is, but it just feels like, because it's matching here, so it says something. This room is dark red. A photographer, I said, so a moment that lasts in history. So a photograph is something that you like to look back on things, but it like lasts forever in that sense. So it's like maybe this pain is something that's like almost like a photograph in history for them. It's like it's lasted a long time, and they can like see it vividly still. So it's like, and maybe like you again, like maybe you like reflect this pain for them, or like maybe you help them, you like unearth this pain in them with the King of Pentacles. And I don't know. So it's just like you're not the root of this pain, but you do sort of like remind them of it, or you do like sort of bring it up in them inadvertently. So it's just having to navigate that. And instead of seeing it as like, oh fuck, I have another hill to go up, they don't realize that they could either like ask you for help to get through it, or they could like ask you to pull them up. It's like instead it just feels like a hill that they have to get up, and so it's like they're completely not even seeing you. And so maybe that seeing energy with the magic, it's like it's important to remember to work on your eyesight, because you have to also you have to not only be able to see and use your vision, but you have to see sometimes for other people. Like, you know, the way you have to like drive for the whole fucking road sometimes because some people can't drive. This is kind of what that is. Some people are broken more in a sense right now, and you've had experiences like this, so you've been through the same places. It's just about adjusting your vision to work for more people so that you can, you know, be understanding, be helpful. I don't know. The King of Pentacles is very helpful, very understanding, and very resourceful. So it's just like you have the resources to help these people. It feels. I was feeling that a bunch. I didn't say it. It just feels like you have the resources to help, but at the same time, the way the King of Pentacles is sitting down is like, yeah, but you let me know when you want help. I don't want to jump in and like, you know, it's like these people are almost like in like an attack mode with this blood here I see. So it's like you don't want to get attacked. You don't want to be hit by the same energy that they're feeling right now, but you just want to be able to help. It seems. I don't know. I can't read much with that. Anxiety. in your advice. I just saw the Nine of Swords, so the universe is really saying, "Oh my God, there is some anxiety here, and it just must be." Let me see here. What is the advice with anxiety? What would anxiety have to say? The Six of Wands. Wow, and it comes out still. I was thinking about this card too before the reading. And the Fool at the bottom. Taking that leap of faith, really doing what you got to do. But with the Six of Wands, it's kind of nice with the anxiety because it immediately says that you overcome this anxiety with the Six of Wands. But also with it, the advice here is to, yeah, definitely with the vision we were talking about, the imagining, the using the magician's energy to use, or actually, who comes before the magician but the freaking Fool? That's awesome, because the Fool would use that belief, that faith, that eyesight to then funnel it into the magician's energy. So this is exactly what it's saying, where it's like with the Six of Wands, even before victories come, even before you know you win, have the vision that you've won, envision it, really live in that energy that you've won, so that when you get there, it's like you'll, I don't know, you'll manifest it. Once you manifest it, I don't know, it doesn't matter about that point. That's exactly what I'm saying with the sevens. It's like, and I'm not talking about seven, but it's just exactly what I feel. It's like, it's not about the A or B. It's like, it's the number. It's in between. There's like so many thoughts. I'm trying to stick on one. But the Six of Wands, it just definitely says to envision this, in this anxiety, instead of seeing the anxiety, instead of seeing the maze as like something that can defeat you, instead envision yourself as the winner, and you will get there. The Fool here is saying that for sure too. Underneath that, it's a Knight of Wands. Yeah, that makes sense. So there's a lot of fire with these wands, a lot of fire. This could be a darker time. That's why there's like a lot of light needed. She's like got these bright lights on her too. So yeah, shining a light on things just to like see better. But the spotlight's on her, so I don't know. I'm almost here. I'm almost seeing like, it's like the last thing I'll say. It's like I'm almost seeing like, you know, when you have like a fear and insecurity, it's like they always say like, or not. I don't know when this is said, but it's just like to highlight it and to like bring it out and like, you know, be more confident in it, so that like, you know, you be the first one to make fun of it so that no one else can. So it's like really being comfortable with whatever it is. So it's like with this anxiety, it's really to embrace it, is what it's been saying this whole time. To embrace it, live in it, be it, so that you're not like fighting it in a sense. Because that would be the five. So you'll be sort of fighting, whether that's good or bad. But the six is here saying you found balance. You've aligned with it. So it's like aligning with your anxiety. Those are both A's. So really taking the action to do something. So aligning with your anxiety so that you can really be the victor in it. It's almost like when the good guy and the bad guy join forces. It's like I don't know. Oh my goodness. There's so many like, it's quotes coming to my brain where it's like, I can't remember them now, but I can totally see them when the good guy and the bad guy join forces. It's so funny. And I'm also thinking of the phrase, the enemy of your enemy is my friend, or something like that. The friend of your friend is my enemy. I don't know. Y'all know the phrase, and I know it better when I'm not speaking about tarot for some reason. Yeah, for some reason the tarot brain and like the street sense brain in me just split. So like sometimes I'll be able to remember things, and other times I can only think of like astrological things. Speaking of which, I did not mention any zodiacs. I'm so sorry this whole time. I'm just not used to it, but I'm gonna try to remember it. King of Wands is like Leo energy. Ace of Wands is all fire, so Aries, Leo, Sag, but maybe mostly Aries since it's like Ace of Wands. Knight of Cups is, it's usually like, I think that's like the first or second. It could be Pisces energy, but it also is like, it could be Scorpio or Cancer, so almost all of those with that. King of Pentacles is more usually Capricorn or Taurus. More than usually Capricorn for me though. And then Five of Swords, feeling Libra, but I don't remember. I think it could be Libra energy. I don't have my other cards. I actually have them on there. Shit. Ten Ten of Pentacles, fuck. I guess that's all Earth, to be honest. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Three of Swords feels like Gemini, but it also feels like, I guess it feels like a little bit of Gemini. Like really reforming that connection. And then what else do I see? Six of Wands. That's fire energy. That's Aries, Aries and Leo. I don't see much Sag from that, but Aries and Leo. But let's move forward and see. And now the one card that comes out that is major arcana is the Moon, but it doesn't come out really. Let's see. Okay. Because my beautiful collective is gotten a little dark. Anyways, can you see the Moon? Here we'll see. Yes, already. And that's Pisces energy / a little bit of Cancer. Alright, so let's see what we have with this creativity, what we've got going on. Overall outcome is the creativity, and sort of matches the growth next to it, so it's really pretty. And it's like almost like purple and green are like really close to being opposites. So, and purple and green sort of match together well. I think of like the Incredible Hulk. So it's like nice because like purple could be like that dark of night, that dark color, and then that green could be like when the sunlight comes up, when the sun comes. So like that opposites energy. And so it's nice because once you come through this with the creativity, growth will happen on the other end. You just have to wait and see. It's gonna be so beautiful. So with creativity, we have the Hanged Man. So okay, so they said clarify Pisces or Cancer in the Moon energy, and then we clarified with the Hanged Man, which is Pisces energy. So yeah, oh my god, I can't fucking the Hanged Man. Hangman and creativity, that's really freaking, that's kind of nice. That makes sense. It's like Hangman would be seeing things from a different perspective. That's what art can be about, or creativity. It's like a creative solution is used as something that's not really the normal solution, but it is a solution that is made from the from like your soul's really smart creation, and so your soul's creation creates another solution, and so that's how we find creative solutions. So the Hangman is doing that. The Hangman is taking a step back, releasing, letting go of something in order to like releasing of an old mindset, releasing like releasing the struggle to do it on their own. What's at the bottom as well? Nothing. What the heck? Oh, somebody's flipped over. The Five of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, Five of Pentacles, cold and desolate, but there's always two people in that Rider-Waite card, so it's like people treading along. The Nine of Cups, singular energy, sovereignty. So yeah. So it's definitely like releasing the need to do it on your own. You can work hard to work on your feelings and be emotionally sovereign. You can still have all that inner sovereignty, right? And you can still have sovereignty within your own personal environment. But what you need to do is work on being more creative on how you what would I see? The overall outcome within this would be seeing things in a new light, finding a new way out of a situation, and learning how to do it with like a group, with someone, with a pair, with learning how to not just do it on your own here. It feels very much so. Like, because you're very victorious, it feels like you're a really good manifester, you're a really good creator, really good leader. I see with like the King of Wands and the Six of Wands and the King of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. It feels like people look up to you, that people really look like they want you around, they want your advice, they love having your energy. But what it looks like here now is like you're going to be succeeding in working on like looking at things from a new perspective and learning how to be a team player as well with this creativity. Let's see. Yeah, definitely. Okay, that's beautiful. Hangman taking a step back for the creativity. And when you see things in a new perspective, it will bring victory. It will bring that light. It's very cool where you start off. It's like you have this eyes closed and I put the flashlight away. You have this lady with the eyes closed. So many fives on my screen. So things are changing. You have this lady with the eyes closed. And then at the end of this reading, you have another. You still, and she's holding the fire, and then you have this lady over here with her eyes closed as well. More so in the water. Is that water? Is that air? It's like water. There. More so in a different energy, but still eyes closed, looking for that sunlight, that illumination, that fire. So it's like you do well by always staying true to who you are, no matter what energy you're in, no matter what, if you're in fire, if you're in water, earth, air, you always still meditate, you get back to yourself, you really do your due diligence in getting back to yourself to do your magic. And I think that's a really beautiful part of this. I think just what's important to remember is maybe the hangman part is the most important part to remember, is because since you've worked so hard on working on your magic, it's like when someone who learned how to drive just for them to get to like the license part, and then they're all of a sudden they're like, all right, we're gonna need you to like take it easy. You can only drive like once a month, and it's like you learn how to drive, and now you can only like do it once a month. It's like this magic here is like you've gotten all this knowledge. What you need to learn how to do now is like learn the power of inaction as well, the power of stepping back, the power of watching, observing, that sort of thing. And I don't know, because they both go hand in hand, and it's also it's important. It's like they're also teaching you. It's like they're giving you something like a little piece of learning that you don't know you're gonna need coming forward in the future, but it's gonna be really important. There's a lot to say with that. But I hope this helps. Thank you so much for being here. It's freaking. I'm looking at myself now because I hadn't looked at myself. It's freaking dark. You can't see jack shoot. I'm sorry about that, guys, but hopefully this helps. Thank you for being here. I see you guys on the next one. Again, like the video, share it, subscribe, comment, put on notifications. The pick a card I will do in the next reading, so comment for that. Just say what you enjoyed about the reading or whatnot. Personal reading info for that is down below. And other than that, I will see you guys on the next one. I see some colors flashing on this person's house. Christmas season. It's a very beautiful thing. All right, and the street lights turned on. Wow, literally, they said it's time to go home. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.